Okay, are we on? Okay, good. We are on. like we're literally on. After wow.
It's been 2 hours, right?
Yeah, it's been 2 hours. So I don't know. Like I've been like the amount of hustling that we had to do for this to be recording is like interesting.
I hope I
So
look good.
yeah, I think we do. Please don't pan to my shoes. Don't do that. Like it's don't do that. We don't want.
That's what he's going to do. You should actually do it.
Yeah, some people will think like I'm doing that disrespectfully, just not to. I'm not. I'm busy about the issues of this country. That's why.
Issues about this country.
Yeah.
Like which one?
So okay, we're doing this finally.
Finally. Yeah.
You are on the Nothing podcast.
Podcast.
This could either be the highlight or the low. This could be like the highest point in your career or the lowest. Like it can never be in the middle. You are
it's
on
in
the
between.
You are on the Nothing podcast.
It's not the lowest. It's not the highest. It's in between.
It's in between. Featuring on the Nothing podcast as the third guest and the
Is it a
first.
Nothing podcast or a podcast about nothing?
It's a Nothing podcast. That's the
But it
hashtag.
sounds better when you say the podcast about nothing.
But as a hashtag, it sounds better as a Nothing podcast. Then as you're saying it, it's a podcast about nothing. Anyhow, I understand we're recording right now. My thoughts are just so incoherent starting this. But your name is Charity Naji.
Yes. Charity.
Yes, and for the audience who don't know me, I'm called Nelson Kwaje.
They know you.
They don't.
They know you.
they don't.
Whoever is going to watch or listen
Yeah.
to this is going
No, I can imagine like a kid somewhere streaming this on their
to
phone.
going to stream it.
Stream it on their phone, and then the mother picks it, and then it's like, who's that guy?
Okay.
And then she'll say like, this is Nelson Kwaje. So you are a content creator. At least that's how I got to know you.
I think so.
Yeah, you're a content creator. You do create content on YouTube primarily.
Yeah.
You go by on Twitter,
Charity Naji.
Charity Naji, but your name is.
Charity Naji.
No, I know that's your handle.
I changed it.
You
back.
changed it.
I
What?
changed
No, yesterday or was it?
No, I changed it 2 days ago.
You changed it 2 days ago.
Yeah.
It was going.
Legal.
It was the Murle girl.
Yes.
And then
Oh, flies.
flies all over the place. Anyhow,
Yeah.
but now you go just by Charity Naji.
Naji everywhere.
Okay,
The
good.
handle
And you do create content on YouTube primarily on what? What's your focus?
So when I first started with my channel, it was during the lockdown.
Yeah.
I was generally bored. Generally, I started it because of boredom. It's like, nah, but you know, I can do this. Like, because I watch a lot of YouTube. I've always watched a lot of YouTube. So I was like, but I think I can do this. I think I can, shoot a video. So I got my camera and I started like, I don't know if you've watched my videos.
Yeah, I did.
My first YouTube video. I just got the camera, put some makeup on, and I was like, hey, la 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 la. Then that was it. Then when I put it out, I got some positive whatevers. People are telling me, oh, you should do this, you should do more. Like, oh, yeah. So I did my second video. I think I have 13 videos right now. Yeah, the last time I posted was 8 months ago. That's why I said apparently I'd like to think I'm a content creator because it's been a while. I don't think I'm deserving of the title.
No, I mean, your videos. That's the thing with YouTube. If I go there, I watch your videos today.
Yeah.
Your videos they are as good as they have been made today.
I have
for the
some
person who.
TikToks too.
Yeah. Oh, you're on TikTok.
Yeah, I have a video that went viral.
You have a video. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Sorry.
I don't know if you've seen it.
I'm ashamed. I'm not on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok.
The last time I put anything on TikTok was 10 months.
So what your video that's I'm sorry
No, it is
very bad to narrate a video, but narrate it to me.
It was a video of how God made South Sudanese men. Yeah, you should watch it to understand it.
So is it the one that like you're
Yes,
adding
that
things?
one, yeah.
So what is the biggest quantity there?
I think it was the toll.
Ah.
Toll. It was toll.
Tom.
Yeah, the least was loyalty.
The least was loyalty.
Because you guys lack that.
We lack loyalty. I think that is I can't speak for the others.
But are you loyal? You
Huh.
as Nelson Kwaje, are you loyal?
I think I am.
it's
No, no,
coming from
no, no.
Twitter.
I think I am loyal.
Sorry.
Yeah. You see, yeah.
Think?
No, I think I am loyal.
No,
I am
say
mostly
it,
loyal
say
because
it in your chest. Say it in your chest. You're not saying it confidently.
Okay, am I loyal? Yes, I am.
The fact that you're thinking about it twice.
No.
you're not.
Yes, I am. We will try to edit that out so that it becomes. Please.
No, leave everything the way it
Let me
is.
give a very definitive answer. Then all the other things will be edited.
Nothing
Yes,
is
I am
edited.
loyal, without even blinking my
Trying
eyes.
too hard.
Why do you think South Sudanese are not loyal?
They're not.
Why?
I have friends who have dated people.
Yeah.
I'm speaking from my friend's experience.
Yes,
It's
yes.
not my own, so yeah.
There is something you said that dated people. There is nothing. What is
No,
next?
I've not dated anyone. No, I don't have any exes. I've not dated anyone.
You have not dated
I
anyone
don't
before?
have any exes. So whoever is out there saying they're my ex, sorry, I don't know who you are.
So you don't have exes?
Nope,
I think,
I don't.
I find people who count their exes and kind of talk about their exes and a lot of things. I find that I was like, wow, you're so elaborate. Like for me, my previous relationships are not that. Like some of them even I don't know what is the starting point and the ending point.
You don't understand what you're doing.
No, I don't understand when it ended. Like I had to ask the person, hey, did this thing actually end? then they're like, yeah. Like I'm like.
For my case,
There's a time I asked too early. They were like, hey, this thing is still on. There's a time
Still
I asked, I asked too late and I was told like it already ended. It's like the.
you're a joker.
No, I'm not a joker.
How long?
No, seriously. Yeah. It's like
Why
going for
do
a
you have to
birthday.
ask?
It's like going for a birthday party. You see like
Nah,
birthday
it's not,
parties? You go for a birthday
No, that's the
party.
wrong example.
The birthday party ends several times. Like for the people who just want to see the cake cutting, probably the birthday party ended during the cake cutting.
So what kind of relationship is that you even have to go and ask? So when did this end? What kind of relationship?
No, you don't ask when did this end. You're like, is
Is
this
this
over?
still on? No, but still, what kind of relationship is that?
And then it's a normal one.
And for my case, I have to ask, did it, like, are we...
Are we still together? Are we
no,
on?
are we even together? Because I don't understand.
Oh, you don't. You ask.
Because I don't know, like, are we together or not? Because, I've not dated anyone. Like, let me not contradict myself.
No, but it's very. Like I find South Sudanese men. This is going to be a very troubling statement.
Say it.
This is going to be a very troubling
Say
statement.
it. Say
I don't want people to beat me up on this. I find South Sudanese men are very territorial.
Yeah,
They're very territorial. Like there are people that I'm with in a function and what. For them to tell you that is their girlfriend, like short of eating the girl, like everything else, they like you're like, are you a predator? Someone just comes to like, you know that kind of hug, which is the hug is meant to tell you that like there is something special here. Someone just comes like, they're hugging the lady. I'm like, okay, we get it.
Yeah, South Sudanese men are like that.
They're very territorial.
And it's weird and annoying because I know people who are dating, like South Sudanese men who are dating, and they don't want any other man to talk to this lady or even look at this lady. It doesn't make sense. Why are you doing that and you're not going to marry me? They rarely get married.
What do you mean they really get married? I know a lot of people who are married.
There are a lot, but I know a lot who are not married, who don't get married, but are always territorial. And in the video, there is a controlling part. I think controlling is territorial is part of the controlling. Yeah. South Sudanese men are so controlling.
I remember, and probably this is going to get me into trouble. If it wasn't
I love
so I remember there is someone who introduced me to their girlfriend. And I was like, fine, I met her and what. Then a year later, they invited me for a wedding. They're like, hey,
They're getting married.
come, just come for my wedding. Then I show up. I find like the wedding, this is not the girlfriend that I was introduced to. I was like, whoa, 1 year. 1 year is a lot can change in 1 year.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Like I was like, whoa, this is not the girlfriend that you. But I didn't. Of course, I did not verbalize that.
Oh, it was in your head.
Yeah,
Okay,
you don't
it's
say
okay.
such a
If it
thing in
is
a wedding.
your
You
head, then
don't
it is
go and
okay.
say something like, hey man, I
I
know
thought
you
you're
invited me
getting
for a
married.
wedding, but why did you change your girlfriend
Oh,
since
I thought
last
you're
year?
getting married
Yeah,
to the other lady.
yeah. So you just like, fine, but a lot
Yeah,
can
that's
change
what
in
I
1
was
year.
saying. Like, there are lots of people, they look like they're going to get married. The way this guy is acting, being all controlling, and making her act like she's a wife or whatever, and then they don't get married. Like, why are you wasting my time?
No, I don't.
I could have met the love of my life, and you stopped me from talking to the love of my life.
I don't think a lot of them go with the intention of like trying. I think a lot of people are genuine.
No, they're just
actually.
jealous.
They're jealous.
No, they're not even jealous. They're just, what's the word? English is failing me.
What is it?
Territorial is not even the word. But anyway, let's go with territorial.
Yeah, territorial.
Like, no, like, you know this thing of...
But where does it... Like, there is part of it that is like, oh, and then there's part of it that like,
territorial is not... There's nothing about territorial.
No,
there's not
No. There is a little bit of a territorial that is you know, like it starts from cute, just like, then like...
No, but don't you think that me as someone's girlfriend, I know what I should do or what I should not do?
No, but at times, you know, like...
Why should you remind me? If I'm doing what I'm not supposed to be doing, then you should ask yourself what you're not doing right. It's not my fault.
No, you can't blame a guy for everything.
You can't blame a girl for anything. It's always the guy. It's always Junubin men. Let me not even generalize. It's always Junubin men.
I think Junubin men are going to be very angry at me here for not mounting any defense for them.
Because you know it's the truth, it's fact.
No, it's not because it's...
You know it is fact. So what are you going to defend?
Yeah, I'm not mounting any defense here for...
Just
yeah, accept. I'm accepting all these things. I'm accepting them. I'm documenting them down. Okay. But also the South Sudanese culture is very interesting. I know of, and someone said like don't praise marriages that last for long and what, even if things... Like I know of, like I lived in Kenya. Like in Kenya... like in Kenya, like single parenthood is so prevalent.
Yeah.
Like I studied with people, like everyone's like, hey, I was raised by a single parent. Like it's everywhere. Like I don't know what is the divorce rate in Kenya.
And they always turn out well. Kids that are raised by single parents always turn out well.
I don't want to go into kind of debating that.
We're not going to debate it.
We're not going to debate it. Yeah.
Stating.
That's your view. Probably there are people who are going to tweet and disagree with it. I'll leave it for them. Here in South Sudan, I don't find, like at least where I grew up, single parenthood was not that prevalent.
Because South Sudanese women love suffering.
Maybe, yeah.
No, but they're actually good marriages. Let me not.
No, there are marriages that are made out of steel. Like they're like.
No, there are some marriages. There are people who are really in good marriages, but then there are others. South Sudanese women, they take a lot. So and then there's that shame factor. Like
You left.
You left your husband. It's never. It's never the other way around. It's always the woman that is blamed. Like, oh, you left your husband.
Yeah.
You left your husband's house. You're never going to get married again and all that. So a lot of things happen in these marriages, but just because of that, society and all that.
Yeah, but South Sudanese men are like very entitled. Someone can go like for 5 years and then just shows up and then they're like, you have another husband.
Actually, we were talking about this. We were talking about this the other day with my friends. Like, someone will leave you with their child, move, and then 10, 20 years later come back and be like, oh, this is my child. And I've not done anything to raise this child. You've done everything. And then society has nothing against them. They'll be like, oh, yeah, this is the father of the child. So
I think definitely that.
How South Sudanese
I think definitely.
How we are suffering.
No, that is definitely the balance is tilted towards the man in this country. It's like the... Men are so shameless. Men are so shameless, but also men are very proud of a lot of things that they shouldn't be proud of.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I know some dudes who just like go and work in another place. They work there for a few months or what. Then they just like, I have a wife there. Everywhere I worked, I have a wife. And then
they think it's a good thing.
Yeah, and then the worst thing people can say about it, like, jegdegel adab. Like, like it's like.
But now let a woman do that.
Yeah, but they said also there is a way you can say that this guy is bad, in a way not to imply that he's bad. Like he's bad,
the way
good.
They say it is like he's like bad,
yeah.
He's a bad guy. Not like in a bad way. It's like in a way that he's praising him.
But also I think like we shouldn't, the equality shouldn't, I think like if we want to balance the way, we want to tilt the balance, it shouldn't be on the lowest standard. I don't think the idea is that women should go and also like marry in every place that
No,
they
that
work
is
in.
not- that
I
is
think the idea is
not-
that we need to make more men honorable.
Exactly. The thing is not to allow women to do that without being judged or whatever. But men should change. A lot of these things, it's not like all women should do the same. It's just like men should change. You know, men should change. You guys need to change and do better.
No, yeah,
can do better.
I think genuine men should.
Yeah, they can all do better. You can do better.
Of course, I can do better.
Yeah.
I'm by no way perfect.
No one is perfect.
Yeah, but I think all of us can do better.
South Sudanese men.
Yeah.
Don't include the women. Don't drag us into this.
No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to include women
Because
because,
already
like, I
doing
think,
good.
like, yeah, I'm really not ready. First of all, I don't think I'm expert enough to speak about the situation of women in South Sudan. Neither do I have the experience.
Yeah.
But then the second thing, which is the most important point, why I don't want to speak about women opinion and what, I just don't want to get attacked, which is a very natural thing. I don't want to get attacked on Twitter. I don't want to get attacked anywhere.
You can just state whatever you want to state, speak your mind, and then disappear. Come back when everyone has forgotten everything.
So your name is Charity Naji. That's a very interesting name, the second name.
Actually, I've explained this to people so many times.
Yeah.
My actual name is not Naji.
Uh-huh.
The actual thing, the real name is Ngaye.
What?
Ngaye.
Ngaye.
Yes. But now my dad studied in Khartoum.
How do you spell Ngaye?
Ngaye, Ngaye.
Ngaye.
But then in Murle there's an extra whatever. In the alphabet there's an extra whatever for the nga.
Ah.
Like there's a way it is.
I
can't
think we
write
also
it.
have it, but I have no clue about my alphabet.
Yeah. So but now when you write it in English you write Ngaye.
Yeah.
So when he went to Khartoum for school, they could not write it, so they had to change it to Naji.
And Naji is a Sudanese name. Is an Arab name.
Yeah, it is. It means survivor.
Naji, yeah, Naji.
Yes. So that's how it stuck. But it's supposed to be Ngaye. I've used Ngaye before on my Facebook, but then it was like, oh, who did you get married to? Hey, who's that man? So I just had to go back to Naji.
But don't you find it is very, like, I think that the Sudanese system just like really played with our names the way they wanted.
Yeah, exactly. Because I have a cousin who is called Kidich.
Uh-huh.
My mom is also Kidich.
Uh-huh.
But because of Arabic, her name had to be changed to Kedeg.
Khadij. Like Khadija or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Your parents lived, or your dad probably lived in Sudan for some time.
Yeah, he studied.
He studied
in Sudan
there.
for a while.
For a while. You didn't.
No, I've never been to Sudan.
But you grew up where?
I grew up in Kampala. I was born in Nairobi, but I grew up in Kampala.
Why will someone who was born in Nairobi come to Kampala? I have
My
nothing
parents.
against Kampala, but I'm asking just why.
No, my dad had to move to Kampala because he got transferred. He was working in Nairobi, but then he got transferred to Kampala. So he was working in Kampala before 2005. He was working in Kampala.
Ah.
Yeah.
You're young.
Am I?
Yeah. Like anyone talks about 2005 and my dad, I'm like, okay, I can locate you within a certain age bracket.
Yeah. So
I can locate people who
Let's
talk about
try.
2005 with that.
Yeah, how old do you think I am?
I don't want to get into trouble.
No, it's not trouble.
I think you were 25, 27 between that.
27. Oh my
You're 25?
God. 25. My older sister is 25.
Oh man. Did you get a minor into this podcast?
Minor? Are you serious?
How old are you?
22.
22. You know what? When someone tells me that they're 22, the only thing I reflect on is that, like, I am old.
How old are you?
I'm 29. Like 29 is not 22.
I look older than you.
Yeah, and you look older than me, and that is a strange bit of it. I can pass. I was at the COVID-19 test place like 2 weeks ago. So I was there, we're like doing tests, and then I get into the booth. Huh? So you get your paper, you give it there. So there were several people. Then I was placed in the other corner. This Katuma doctor. Have nothing against Katumas. I am a Katuma, but like, let me just say this. Some Katumas, they shift from Arabic to English They just pick the words, but they forget all the politeness and the connecting things. They just pick the words and then they just hammer them. This guy, I'm seated there, and he's like, after the chair clears, like the testing seat clears, he's like, boy! Boy! Yes, without looking at me. I'm at the back there. Then I'm like, you know what? I will not reply. The best thing is that I don't think he's talking about me. I'm not a boy. Then he's like, boy, come. I'm like, hey. I'm like, I don't want to kill someone. Like, then I sit there. I'm extremely mad. Then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to square with this guy. And I'm like, you know what? They're going to test me. You know, they put this thing here. I'm like, hey, I'm like, you know what? If I start fighting with this guy before the test, this guy might just enter this thing a bit deeper into my nose. Yeah, you know, like doctors. I mean, doctors are not evil, but if they want to, they will really.
Yeah,
I'm like, hey, this guy might just like decide to dip this test thing deeper into my brain, and I'm just. Then I'm like, let me calm. So I just realized after some time. Then I just realized, you know what? Then after I heard him talking and what, then I just realized, this guy's problem is one thing.
English, the language.
Not English. He's a Katuma. That is his only problem. Then I'm just like,
so
okay.
Katumas are rude?
No. Like,
but
you know, like in Katuma, like when you say, we don't have the word for a young man, or like when you say in Arabic, when you say awalad, al-wadda, when you say al-wadda, the word filan or al-wadda.
In English,
in when you say that, it's not demeaning. Yeah, but when you translate it, the word walad, in shuni awalad. This is fine. Like with my people, I'm like, hey, walad kef, I walad tamam, whatever. But when you translate it into English, you can translate it directly. The word walad to mean boy, you just mess it up.
I find it rude when someone says ita.
Ita?
To me. Like, ita. Like, I told one of the girls in the house, she's like, ita. I was like, no, don't call me ita. Don't call me ita. So what? If you can't say my name, don't talk to me. Don't like.
Is this your food?
I think
maybe.
That's my food. Yeah.
Hello? Yeah?
Must be at Hudson.
Yeah, Charity? Okay.
Hello?
We're waiting for Charity's food.
Yeah?
She ordered earlier on. She didn't eat since morning, so we're waiting for it to say like.
Really?
If she gets it, then all of us are fine.
Yeah, unasema? What do you mean? Where's the food? I'm hungry, man. I've not eaten since morning.
Are they sending it?
Okay.
We'll give them a shout out if they deliver.
Yeah, and Tatoka, I'm leaving after recording this. Yeah, I'm recording something. Yeah. I'll call you.
It's not yet here.
Anyway, so I was saying this girl, she used to be like, Ita, and she's my cousin. She knows my name. Why are you calling me Ita? Like, no, it's rude. I told her, no, that's not nice. If you can't say my name, then don't say anything at all. Just come and talk whatever you want to talk instead of saying Ita. I find it rude. I don't know about you Khartoumers, but Ita is like saying you. What would you say you to someone?
Ita is not you. That's the thing.
Ita is Ita.
No. I think trying to translate Arabic words into English.
Okay, what's Ita?
Ita is like you, but like it doesn't mean the you in English. Like you, Ita is a way of kind of calling someone. Asma Ita.
No. But me, I find it rude. Like Ita.
What about Asma? Asma
is okay.
Asma is like.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen, because I can say hey, listen to you, and it won't be rude.
No, like
you.
Asma.
Like you. Like no, man.
I'm
Especially
fine with
if you
Ita.
know my name. Nah, you're a Khartouma. You used to eat, but me. Don't ever say Ita, because I won't speak to you. Don't say Ita.
I find people really get irritated with different things. I have a friend of mine.
And then this.
This. When I went to Kenya, I got into the class and I did this.
This is rude.
I did this. People were like, "Wow, you don't do this. Why?"
Rude.
This is to call attention.
Yeah, this is rude. Man.
When I was studying in Khartoum, the way to get the teacher's attention is this: teacher.
You guys are just rude. You Khartoumers are all just rude.
No. I mean,
no. This is not nice. Like, nah.
So you think a lot of Khartoumers are rude just by the language?
Yeah, it's not like they are not rude intentionally, But I think because they're from different places,
Yeah.
I find them rude. But to themselves, I don't think they see it like that.
A friend of mine who is an American told me that he told me we end calls without saying bye.
By the
Phone
way.
calls. And for me, he told me that as a real concern. Hey, man, like I called these people at the immigration. The guy ended the call without saying bye. I thought I did something. I was like, no, you end the call when the call ends.
No, you're supposed to say,
Khalas.
you can't say bye, khalas. Like you at least you can say, oh, all right. Like if it's English, you can, all right, okay, see you. Or you can't just finish whatever you're saying and then.
For me, I used to leave calls just like that, and someone told me Zoom calls. I just leave.
My uncle does that. My uncle does that. Like when you're talking to him, because I was talking to him today, he was asking me about something. After I told him what I was telling him, he's like, okay, when you're done, let me know. And he just.
I'm a very practical person. I just think a lot of things should be cut out. A lot of things.
Yeah.
Let's live life. Let life just have the basics.
They're just.
Yeah.
Or like now you don't have an outro.
Yeah, I don't have an
You're being
outro for. I don't have an outro for this podcast. I think on the podcast end it ends.
Nah, you should have an outro. Don't be.
No.
Stop being a
Like, hey,
customer.
audience. Like, I'm not in a relationship with the audience.
You are.
No, I mean, we
If
are
you
to
think
some
about
extent.
it, you are.
Yes, I am, but like not to the extent of like I want to lead
No,
them to
but when
sleep.
you're leaving, I'm like, okay, see you guys, see you next time, and then you can go. You don't have to make it like a whole minute or 2 minutes.
I find
It's like, okay,
I
we're
find
done, see you
I
guys.
find a lot of content creators try to be overly personal with the audience that
But
they don't.
that's how it's supposed to be. You should, if you don't have a relationship with the audience, then there's nothing to relate to.
No, but like
It's supposed to be
I think the
relatable.
audience have a relationship, but like trying to imply that there is something personal. Then, like for me, for example, I know a lot of people kind of follow my content or follow my tweets. My tweets at times are very personal. When they meet me in person, I don't try to pretend that I have a personal relationship with them.
But that's how it is. Even like if I like we can be on Facebook kicking, but then when I meet you, if you're not my friend, you'll be like, oh hi, how are you? Good, okay, done. Like we're not friends, we're Facebook friends, we're Twitter mates, we're not friends.
Yeah, someone once called me, said, I don't know, it's in Dinka, Yin. Yin is what? You?
You it done.
Yeah, someone said like, Yin. I'm like, I'm like, hey, I'm not your Yin. like, I don't know you. I'm not your Yin. Like, I'm probably Yin to my colleagues, but I'm not your Yin. Yeah,
Yin
it's
to my
just like,
yang.
yeah, I'm Yin to my colleagues. And it is fun, but also that's not about rudeness. It's just like, I don't have that relationship with you.
Yeah.
I have a relationship with you that is formal. Like that
No, it's
doesn't
just
mean,
even not even Facebook or Twitter or social media generally. Like that sample, like if I meet you and you're like maybe my friend's friend, the next time I meet you, if you have not had a connection today, then I don't think the next time I meet you should act like as if we're best friends. I don't know if that
for me,
is
unless
that right?
this might sound like a bit. This might sound a
No,
bit.
but you know,
this-
therefore you
unless
don't-
unless I
generally
want
don't
something from
connect
you. Yeah. So
No, like, you know, you can say hi, but if we didn't have a connection that time, then I don't think it's okay for you to come and, like... let's
Unless
say
I
you've
want to
met me-
katia you. If
or
I
you've
want to
met
katia
me-
you.
No, no, leave that. Leave that aside.
Okay, katia. For
Okay,
those
like,
who don't- what is
let's
katia
meet-
in Arabic? Tessa. Unless I want to test someone.
No, wait, like we meet in a club and then you're coming to join me on my table, like as if we're best friends. No, I don't know you like that.
What if I buy for you dinner?
It's really like that. They're really buying. They're really buying.
They're really buying.
Yeah.
I
But for the other part, of course, like you want to catch someone
Yeah.
that you've just met through their friend,
Yeah.
and you didn't make it obvious the first time when you first met. You didn't make it obvious.
I think if someone wants to hit on someone, they shouldn't make any obvious. They don't need a
No,
formal
when you want to hit on
application.
someone, make it obvious the first time. Don't give mixed signals, and then next time we meet, you acting like as if.
Well, I'm testing the waters. Yeah.
You
It's
can
like- it's
you
like
can throw
sending
in some hints.
Sending the heart emoji. When you send the heart emoji, or at least the eyes with two hearts.
I don't know about you, but I feel like the heart emoji is. I take the heart emoji personally, so I don't send it anyhow. I don't send the heart emoji.
I once sent the heart emoji accidentally to a friend, a female friend. Then I had to explain it. I was like, hey, this is by mistake. So like,
You can
this
just be
it's
like,
not
don't give
meant
up,
for
don't
you.
need to explain.
Like, but then also that sounds rude.
But a group of people that love using the heart emoji, Cairo boys.
Who are Cairo boys?
Junubin in Cairo. Junubin boys, Junubin. But now the thing is, the people who, these guys in Cairo, these Cairo boys,
Yeah.
they are not people who studied in Cairo actually. They grew up there and everything. No, these are people from East Africa that went to Cairo. But then I don't know why they feel like the heart emoji is just for anyhow. Me, I take the heart emoji serious.
So like if someone sends you
Like,
the heart emoji, that is expression of interest.
Kind of, yeah. I can send it to my friends. Yeah, but then, okay, when I know people don't take it serious, I know people don't take it serious, so they'll just be throwing it anyhow. But me personally, to send you a heart emoji, I'm going to give it so much thought. I'll be like, should I not?
I don't send the heart emoji.
No,
Unless someone comes in and says later on I send them. I don't send the heart emoji anyhow.
No, I send it rarely. And sometimes I send it because someone has sent it too much, like too many times. I'm like, oh, let me return the favor.
How about dear? Do you dear people?
No. I hate for who dear me. I don't like for who dear me.
This is going to get me into trouble.
Okay, dear. Hi, dear. Good night, dear. No. The best
I think dear is only appropriate in an email.
The thing, I think generally I'm not like expressive person.
I just think like people shouldn't dear people. What about the dear with a D-I-A?
That's worse. I just dear me with a D-A-R.
No, I don't the D-E-A-R is more like serious. That means like you're really
no,
my dear.
No, the other dear is better. The D-E, the full dear. But now this other dear, the best I can do is Han. Like, okay, Han, good night, Han. That's the best.
Oh, your Han?
Yeah, I Han. I Han. Yes, I Han.
I don't Han. I don't babe.
Babe. I don't babe. I don't babe. It's so hard for me to babe.
I just call you with your name.
Me too.
Yeah, I just call you. I want to just say I just want to say name, but even a name that you say kind of like, if you just say a random name, that would be someone. Someone
told me that I'm not romantic.
I think you're not, based on this conversation.
Yeah, I'm not an expressive person. So.
Huh.
You can say that. No offense. I won't take any offense.
Yeah.
That's just who I am. Take me as I am.
No, but also like the same. I don't think people complain to me that I'm not expressive. Not because for me, I'm kind of.
This person's English failed him. That's why he said I'm not romantic. But he should have said I'm not expressive.
Yeah.
That should have been better.
Because for me, it's that even with my friends, it's just like, hey, you're my buddy, I see you. I don't text you in 2 weeks.
That's cool.
It's fine. I see you. I know you.
I know your friends.
I got your back. We're friends. We meet up. We hang out. So it's a very.
That's how I am with my friends. Like we don't talk every day. Like talk about what.
Like, so these Cairo boys, are they on Twitter also?
Yeah, they are on Twitter. No.
I find there's a
yeah, they are on Twitter and they check their Facebook tendencies.
You know what I don't vibe well? The Sudanese challenges on Twitter. Sudanese on Twitter.
The Sudanese on Twitter?
Yeah, like the I don't know what are they called. This is probably going to start a war between Sudan and South Sudan on Twitter. I just find their challenges like very, very pretentious.
What challenges?
Yeah, they have they have a challenge like, I don't know what is it called.
It's getting hot.
It's just, yeah. It's getting, do you want to switch seats?
No, I'm okay.
So they have this challenge where like everyone just put your best suit and then post it. And then people just do their best suits and then they post it. The challenge that I hate the most, and I'm going to say this in front of the camera, they face the flag. Stop it. Ugh.
But it's not only Sudanese that
it's everywhere. Like this challenge, as soon as I think it died, it pops up.
No,
one person in Australia, why?
The thing is, it's
sorry, I know I talked about Australia badly. I didn't mean Australia, Canada.
It's always the independence. Like I always see it when it's independence.
We don't need to face the flag. We don't need that challenge. That challenge should go. Enough with it. That challenge should go. The other one, there was one with the pillow.
I did.
You did it?
Yeah.
No, it's fine. By the way, and this my view is totally subjective. I'm not saying this based on a scientific study or what. I think that's challenge to go. The other challenge that I think should go, there was this challenge of people wearing a pillow. It just came for a very long time. I think it just came for enough time for people to realize that it is crazy for it to die.
I didn't even think
It was
of doing
ladies
it.
will take one pillow
I
and
didn't
then
even
tie.
think. I didn't even think of doing it. Like,
But you saw it.
I saw it. It was ridiculous.
Do you think all challenges should be done? I don't think not all.
Not every challenge should be done. There are some that are just stupid and should not be done.
But how do you determine? How do you determine where does
No,
the
you can-
stupidity lie? How do you know it?
Someone with common sense, you can look at a challenge and be like, "This is stupid." If you have common sense, you will know this challenge is not to be done.
No.
Like leave it to the kids.
Yeah,
Maybe to the
some of the
teenagers.
challenges are. So now the one that is going on right now is this is.
A like expressive person.
I think just people. I just think like people shouldn't dear people. What about the dear with a DIA?
DIA, that's worse. At least dear me with a DAR.
No, I
Don't
don't
dear
want
me
the
with
DEAR is more like serious. That means like you're really
No,
my
the
dear.
other dear is better. A DE, the full dear. But now this other dear, the best I can do is Han. Like, okay, Han, good night, Han. That's the best.
Oh,
I
you
can
Han?
do. Yeah, I Han. I Han. Yes, I Han.
I don't
I
Han.
don't
I
dear.
don't Han. I don't babe.
It's
I
babe. I don't babe. I
don't
don't,
babe, I don't.
babe. It's so hard for me to babe.
I just call you with your name.
Me too.
Yeah, I just call you.
Someone
I
told me-
I want to just say someone's. I just want to say name, but even a name that you say kind of like, if you just say a
Someone-
random name, that would be someone.
Someone told me that I'm not romantic.
I think you're not, based on this conversation.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not an expressive person. So
Huh?
you can say that. No offense. I won't take any offense.
Yeah.
That's just who I am. Take me as I am.
No, but also like the same. I don't think people complain to me that I'm not expressive. Not because for me
I
I'm
think
kind
this
of
person's English failed him. That's why he said I'm not romantic. But he should have said I'm not expressive.
yeah.
That should have been better.
Because for me, it's that even with my friends, it's just like, hey, you're my buddy, I see you. I don't text you in 2 weeks.
That's cool.
It's fine. I see you. I know you.
I know
Yeah,
my friends.
I got your back. We're friends. We meet up. We hang out. So it's a very.
That's how I am with my friends. Like we don't talk every day. Like talk about what.
Like, so
every
these
day.
Cairo
If
boys,
there's
are they on
something to
Twitter
talk about-
also?
Yeah, they are on Twitter. No.
I find there's a
No, yeah, they are on Twitter and they take their Facebook tendencies.
you know what I really what I don't vibe well, challenge the Sudanese challenges on Twitter. Sudanese on Twitter.
The Sudanese on Twitter?
Yeah, like the I don't know what they call. This is probably going to start a war between Sudan and South Sudan on Twitter. I just find their challenges like very pretentious.
What challenges?
Yeah, they have like they have a challenge like I don't know what is
Ooh,
it
it's
called.
getting hot.
It's just It's getting. Do you want to switch seats?
No, I'm okay.
So they have this challenge where like everyone just put your best suit and then post it, and then people just do their best suits and then they post it. The challenge that I hate the most, and I'm going to say this in front of the camera, they face the flag. Stop it. Ugh.
But it's not only Sudanese that do it.
It's everywhere. Like this
not
challenge,
everyone does
as
it.
soon as I think it died, it pops up.
No,
One
it
person
does
in
not. It never
Australia.
dies.
Why?
The thing is, it's
Sorry, I know I talked about
independence.
Australia badly. I didn't mean Australia, Canada.
It's always the independence. Like I always see it when it's independence.
We don't need to face the flag. We don't need that challenge. That challenge should go. Enough with it. That challenge should go. The other one, there was one with the
did
pillow.
it. I did.
You did it?
Yeah.
No, that's fine. By the way, and this my view is
did
totally subjective. I'm not saying this based on a scientific study or what. I think that's challenge to go. The other challenge that I think should go, there was this challenge of people wearing a pillow. It just came for a very long time.
I
I
didn't
think
do
it
that
just
one.
came
I
for
wasn't
enough time for
interested.
people to realize that it is crazy for it to die.
I didn't even think
It was
of doing
ladies
it.
will take one pillow
I
and
didn't
then
even
tie.
think. I didn't even think of doing it. Like,
But you saw it.
I saw it. It was ridiculous.
Do you think all challenges should be done? I don't think not all.
Not every challenge should be done. There are some that are just stupid and should not be done.
But how do you determine? Where does
No,
the
you can-
stupidity lie? How do you know it?
Someone with common sense, you can look at a challenge and be like, "This is stupid." If you have common sense, you will know this challenge is not to be done.
No.
Like leave it to the kids.
Yeah,
leave it to the
some of the
teenagers.
challenges are. So now the one that is going on right now is this is my
challenge?
grandfather.
Oh, this is my
That one,
grandmother.
actually,
No, I love that.
that
one.
is
I
cute.
like it. I like
That
it.
is cute. I
I
love
like
it.
it.
But you know, like all these challenges are cute until someone does a very bad thing. Then you're like, okay, now this is too much. This is there is one that says like the face and the enemy, like there's something
It's
like
something like that.
yeah,
Why would
there
you
is,
even do that?
no, there is a lot of these things.
No, but I feel like people on Twitter are just they're just too much.
What about these challenges? And again, this is Sudanese. Sudanese just loving
Sudanese or
posting
South Sudanese?
No, Sudanese. Every Sudanese wants to make that their parent is the most loving parent. This is me with my baba. This is me with my dad. Like, I've seen Sudanese parents. I don't know, like, which
They're
sample
not
are you
that
guys
sweet.
pulling for?
They're
They're
not
not
that
that sweet. Like, everyone wants to pose their parent as the most sweetest, most liberal, most accepting to all views. My dad helped me with all this. Then I'm like, where are all those dads who are like really, really close-minded? Where are they? Why are we not seeing them on Twitter? Can someone
not on
post,
Twitter.
hey, here's my dad. He doesn't accept, he doesn't want me to be creative. He doesn't want anything. He's not accepting of views. He's not a feminist.
No one can do
He's
that.
against progress.
No one can do that. How would you do that to your own?
No, but that I find that is more realistic.
No, it's realistic, but no one can do that.
Oh, this is my dad.
People are not that realistic on the internet. People see, like, you don't just put everything out there. There's stuff you can.
So people kind of cherry pick and put.
Yeah, that's what people do. No one puts out everything out there. So
That's
when you
why-
feel like you know someone through social media, it's a lie. You will feel like someone is oversharing, but there's something they're not sharing. There's always something about their life that there's a secret life they're not sharing to.
Yeah, but isn't that like dangerous? Your life could be crumbling, but then you have like this glamorous life online.
Yeah, it is. It's not nice. I don't support it, but people do it.
Ah, man.
Especially the influencers. The influencers.
Hey, I don't self-identify as an influencer. Please just.
But are you? But do
I
people
think-
but do they identify you as an influencer?
Yes, and I think. By the way, I just think the word influencer is the most arrogant title ever. Yeah, like someone said, I am an influencer. I'm like,
But people are getting paid. It's a job. It's a full-time job.
I think it's a full-time job, but then like the idea is that influence is not absolute. You cannot command influence everywhere. It's a certain. It's only within a certain domain. I don't think someone can be influential everywhere. If the food person, just tell them. Yeah, I think
My phone rings.
I've come to kind of grudgingly accept the title that I'm an influencer. After some time, something
You
like
are
that.
an influencer.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to do with it.
Embrace it. Just don't lie to us.
The
Don't lie
thing
to
that I
us.
don't.
Be honest.
Okay, 2 minutes.
Really? That
I
was
wanted to
fast.
rant about something, but like 2
We
minutes
haven't
I
even
can't.
talked
rant.
about the power.
Yeah, we haven't talked about Jetco. You know what? We have 2 minutes. Let's talk
We're not
about
talking
that.
about the flies.
Okay, the flies. Let's leave them. This is my studio. Like, let's not
They're
bash my
everywhere.
studio. Let's not bash my studio.
Junubin men should do something about these flies.
I
Y'all should do something about these flies. You men
Yeah.
are just sleeping. Anyway, the power.
I think the power saga, we need probably a whole episode. I don't like it. I don't like the whole lack of power thing. I don't like
I had
the
a whole schedule for today. But then these guys decided, they lied to us that the power is going to be 6 to 6.
Yeah.
And I go home and there's no power at 9. Why? What are they doing? Why are they doing this to us? Okay, so thank me.
We talked about everything.
Yeah,
And
nothing.
probably we bashed so many people. We talked about everything. We talked about
hope
nothing.
they don't come after us.
Yeah. It's a delight having you in the podcast. And that's what you did. You are also a beautiful lady. That's the thing that we didn't say at the start of the podcast or in the middle.
Thank you.
You're a bona fide beautiful lady out there. And that's something that is the audience needs to know. And you are also single
Am I?
or single-ish.
Am I?
You are not single.
Single-ish.
You,
Yeah,
and
that's
you,
the right one.
You're also single-ish.
Yeah.
So that means, I don't know what that means.
So shoot your shots.
So yeah,
Try your luck.
Charity is single-ish.
Maybe you're the love of my life.
So shoot your shots. She could be the love of your life.
They could be the love of my life.
They could be the love of your life.
Until you see a finger on my hand, a finger on my hand, a ring on my finger, I'm still single-ish.
Single-ish is the thing. Everyone
Yeah.
should be single-ish.
Exactly. Like you're not single, but you're single, and you're not in a relationship, but you are.
Oh no, we're ill advising young South Sudanese here.
But that's how it's supposed to be until you get married.
You're single.
You're allowed to, check out your options. Because South Sudanese men are slippery. They're jokers. Don't put your hopes on South Sudanese men.
You don't want them to pull the rug under your feet.
No, don't put your hopes on South Sudanese men. They'll disappoint you.
Don't put your hopes on South Sudanese men. They will disappoint you. That probably will be the title of the podcast. That will be the headline.
Yeah.
And then someone can probably watch all the 40 minutes to come and get this.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But thank you for coming here. It's interesting. Probably this is the longest we have talked. Like we have never talked before.
This is like I should say this is the first time we're meeting.
Yeah,
we've met briefly.
Yeah, we've met briefly twice, and kind
twice.
and this is the first time we're talking.
First time.
This is how people naturally talk in the first time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's amazing. This is like a date.
Yes.
No, I don't mean a date in that way. I don't mean it in that manner. Hey,
I don't want Murle ninjas after me. Like I don't want to anger them.
Murle are the last people you should be scared of.
Oh, the other crews.
Yeah.
Hey people, I'm Nelson Kwaje. This is the Nothing Podcast. As you promised, it's about nothing and it's about everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Charity said this felt like a date. And I think it was. It was
a date. It was a friend's date.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of dates you think
I think people shouldn't preface a date with a friend's
exactly.
date.
I can go on a date with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do that. It's a date.
This was a date.
It doesn't have to be relationship.
We actually took a break to go and eat. That's what people don't know.
We ate.
We ate. I don't know if you have any footage of that, but like we actually took a break because you ordered some food and it came. You ate, and then I grabbed the spoon, and then I went and
drink.
We had a drink.
Yeah, so this is a date.
This is a date. This is another podcast. And this was a date. And that is it.
So thank you for having me.
Yeah, my producer is telling me I should have an outro and a conclusion.
Yeah, I should have an outro. You should work on an outro.
I don't.
But this was an outro. Like, thank you for.
I think we should end this.
It was an outro.
It's
over.
Ended
it, Kalas.
That's the outro.